thank you for joining me for my lesson for Brave Boots, Brave Heart. I'm really glad to be here, and I'm really pleased that you've chosen to put your brave boots on, because that's, that is a choice, and that is not always an easy choice to make, because it's, comfort zones are comfortable, and being brave is usually stepping outside of that comfort zone. So yay you, yay me, yay us. So I think that, that's great. So I want to talk a little bit, first of all, about what it means to me to be brave and what it is to have courage. And I think what I'm interested in is the brave in the ordinary, because, we're all just normal people. We don't, although we can obviously find the extraordinary in our lives, a lot of things that we do are quite, normal, and that's fine, that's okay. But that doesn't mean that they're not challenging. And I think that there are a lot of challenges, and it's easy to think that, that brave and courage only are concepts that come into play when we do really big things, like, like really life-changing things. But I actually think it also, it's very relevant in our normal, ordinary, day-to-day lives. And I think it's helpful to recognize that and to kind of, pat ourselves on the back a bit, or at least, think about where it is that we are being brave, because if you magnify that, if you look at that, it gives you a way of looking and feeling looking at and feeling about your life that is more positive than not. So to me, it's brave if you get up when you're really tired. I'm really tired at the moment, so I'm feeling quite brave. But I also, on the other hand, I think it's brave to recognize what it is that you need, and maybe, take some rest when you need it. That is brave as well. In the world that we live in, something like that is actually quite a brave step, because it's difficult. Difficult to give yourself things, difficult to do certain things. If you've got social anxiety, talking to someone, that might be brave. We've all got our different levels of braveness. I went on a weekend just now to a convention, and I'm a bit of an introvert, I'm a bit shy, but I knew I really wanted to go. And so for me, going out there and talking to people and being out of my comfort zone that takes courage, and I'm really pleased I did that. So I hope that kind of gives you some ideas of how you can see braveness and courage in your own life, and how you can take small steps to do that yourself. So leading on from that, I want to talk about how you can be brave in your art. I really like something that Flora Bowley said. Flora Bowley is a mixed media artist. She said something about how art is such a great platform for practicing being brave, because it is a safe space, and you can practice being brave, and then when you've practiced that in your art, you can translate that to your real life and be brave and have courage in your real life. Not that painting is not your real life, but like out there, outside the, the canvas or the art journal. So that's something that I would encourage you to do. Practice being brave. Obviously, I work in art journals. To me, an art journal is the ultimate safe space. You can close it, you can never look at it again, or you can come back to it and look at, your inner work. You can share it with people, you can not share it with people. It's all valid, because an art journal is personal. It's, it's for you, it's not for anyone else. And so it's somewhere where you can deliberately think, okay, today I am going to practice being brave. And I just want to show you a couple of examples where I've been brave. So this weekend just gone, I did some comic life drawing. That's not my comfort zone. I don't do figures, I do faces. So getting, doing some, 5-minute sketches, 10-minute sketches of a live model, that was challenging, and that was something that I could have easily avoided, but I didn't, and I'm pleased with what I did, and I can see that practicing more in that area would be good. For example, this was me being brave. This spread in my journal is not a pretty spread. I was pretty angry when I started this, and allowing myself to do that to let the not so pretty art come out, to let the anger come out, to let all the feelings come out. That's something that I can do in my art journal, and it's not something that I necessarily feel so comfortable doing in real life. And obviously, you know, being angry is kind of frowned upon, you know, especially as a woman. You're not really supposed to be very angry in life. So having a space to do that and to express that and to experiment with, you know, how I can work through that, that takes a certain type of courage, because obviously it is nice to always draw cute girls and bunnies and stuff, and I have nothing against that, but if I were doing that all the time, then I know that I wasn't, then I know I wasn't addressing something that needs to be addressed. So doing the darker pages, doing the more emotive pages, to me that is being brave. So yeah, that was that. Oh, one final thing, I want to talk about supplies a little bit. This lesson has a supply list, but all my work, and especially what I'm teaching you in this lesson, is about self-expression. So it's about using the supplies that you like, it's about using the supplies that you have. You don't need anything specific. All you need is colors that you like working with in whatever medium you like. So that can be acrylics, or, you know, water soluble, or watercolors. I like acrylics because I like the opaqueness, I like pushing them around with my fingers, but it's all about adding the shapes and the colors and stuff that you like. And then again, when it comes to things like writing, we'll do some writing on the page, you can use whatever you like. So you can use a brush with some ink, a brush with paint, you can use pens, pencils, any kind of implement that you feel like. So it's much more about the expression through, you know, through your hands with the stuff that you like working with, than about applying certain techniques that use very specific supplies. So yeah, my supply list is a list of suggestions, but if you substitute it with things that you have, then that is absolutely amazingly fine. So let's get going. Let's be brave. Put our brave boots on and show our brave hearts and do some art journaling. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching.